think that's a really good part about sales too. Is you don't need a degree, you don't need any of these things to get started, and yeah, you might get into it and realize that's not the direction you want to head,
Hmm.
but you're going to get paid to learn that. You're not going to pay to
Yes.
not learn that
Think
or
of that.
to
You're
potentially.
getting paid to learn.
That's the
Complete juxtaposition the way it is you pay to learn. And there's nothing wrong with that. By the way, I actually think it is justified in a lot of cases, but it's just a contrast.
agreed. And if I were speaking to my younger self and I was in a situation where I was just going to college to figure out what I wanted to do, I would urge against that because at that point you are paying to figure out what you want to do when in reality you could go out into real life and get paid
If your goal
to
is to
figure out what to
figure
do.
out what you want to do, there are much more cost effective ways to do it than college.
And imagine a scenario where you choose that path, where you go out into the real world and you get paid to try a bunch of different things and try different jobs, try different avenues. At the end of, let's say, a year, 2 years, you have money in your bank account and you know what you want to do. Then you can say, will a college degree get me closer to that? Or is that a thing that I need to go achieve to get there? And you have the context to then go say it if a degree is worth it or not. In a lot of cases, it is. In your case right now, we think it is. But you don't ever end up in a situation where you go to college for 4 years, you get in debt, you pay a bunch of money to figure out what you want to do, get to the end of the 4 years, realize that 4 years you just spent is not actually something you want to do.
Don't pay to figure out what you want to do. It's as simple as
100%.
that. It's as simple as that. You can be actually paid yourself to figure it out. Imagine that. And don't pay to just party. Don't pay to make friends. There are going to be ways you can go do all those things that I would say that's your goal to not get in debt doing it. So I would only say go to school, go to college, university if the reason you're going is purely to get that degree. And those other things can be alongside it, but don't let that be your reason.
Agreed. Agreed. Let's bring this back around. Similar situation. If you are in a corporate America 9 to 5 job, like we've talked, and you know you want to be an entrepreneur, or you think you want to be an entrepreneur, one way you could do it is you could pay a bunch of money to start a business or pay down or spend a ton of time trying to start a business, not knowing if that's actually what you want to do or not knowing if that's kind of the path you want to go down. A cool way to bridge the gap between that and entrepreneurship is sales. And one of the most important pieces of entrepreneurship, you can dive into that first and get paid to learn the skill of sales, as opposed to paying to learn the skill of sales in this business that you're trying to build.
Yes, I would say that the goal in sort of what you're outlining is find a way to be paid for what you're trying to accomplish instead of what I would say the most common thing at the moment is people are paying to accomplish what they would like.
100%. That's a good summation of find ways where you can get paid to learn the thing you need to learn.